Hello there. Welcome to my campfire. My name is Seraphine, the Midnight Bard. It is my job to travel from place to place, seeking the strange, the bizarre, and the unexplained. The cold winter air carries with it a tune of joy, of family and togetherness. And yet, it feels as if it was only yesterday that Halloween night had brought us chills of a different kind. Still, a holiday of any kind brings with it the core ideal of family. Just as families gather around the fire to celebrate the Yuletide, All Hallows Eve can be a day where parents and their children come together to share a love for all things frightening. What happens when the day is done, however? All good things must come to an end, so they say, and a holiday that brings people together must eventually pass with the season, leaving us with just a memory of time spent with those we love. A cold day in autumn sees a man set to work on a chore he dreads yearly. He says, "I finally took down my Halloween decorations." The temperature hovered near freezing on Halloween night. Perfect weather as far as I was concerned. I carved 2 pumpkins, one for me and one for my daughter. I placed them on top of our scarecrows, stepping back to admire my work. "Wow, Pop, you really messed up your eyes," Denise chuckled. I didn't care much about mine. I put all of my effort into hers, knowing I would have to wait such a long time before she visited me again. There was a time when I carved 3 jack-o'-lanterns. After Terry and I split, I kept the tradition alive, knowing how much it meant to Denise. She grabbed my hand, eager to walk the neighborhood. Unlike most of the spooks around us, we weren't out to knock on doors and ask for treats. We simply enjoyed our time together, knowing we only had a few weeks before she went back. Instead, we walked and observed the beauty of this incredible night. We stayed out until midnight. Our scarecrows greeted us on our way to the door. Denise rapped on hers. "Like a block of ice," she grinned. The next few days were even colder. We laughed giddily at the frozen pumpkins, excited at the symbolic preservation of our favorite holiday. The cold stretch was replaced by an unusually warm few days. The jack-o'-lanterns began to visibly suffer. Their skin started to wrinkle. Their features drooped. I found shadier spots to keep them from melting. After a week, the warm weather was once again taken over by the foreshadowing of the winter chill to come. By then, the pumpkins were barely retaining their shape. We spent most of our time outside with our decorations, getting more than a few strange looks from the neighbors passing by. It didn't matter to us one bit. As we reached the middle of the month, we both avoided talking about her departure. She never stayed with me for Thanksgiving, no matter how hard I fought to keep her a little longer. Our fun was more forced now, saddened by how quickly our time had gone by. We went out yesterday. The pumpkins were shrunken and grotesque, collapsing into themselves. Denise looked at them grimly. Well, Pop, it looks like that's it. Tears always streamed down my face when I took Denise's jack-o'-lantern down. I did my best to stop myself, but I never could. She gave me the same sad smile each time, reaching out to me as she continued to fade away. She kissed my cheek, and then she was gone. Gone until next year. Only with me until the weather rotted the pumpkin that housed her spirit. She died 4 years ago, tripping down the stairs in an elaborate witch costume I made. Terry never moved past her death. She didn't blame me, but couldn't bear to live here with Denise's memory. Now, the only night I ever look forward to is Halloween. And each day after that the weather stays below freezing.